on? Hey, everybody, welcome to That's Good Stuff. And this is a show where we review pop culture's newest releases. And like the game we're reviewing, it took a while for us to get to the review. We were just a week late, though. We weren't like 8 years late. So we are reviewing Silksong. Silksong, which is the follow-up to Hollow Knight. Is it a prequel? Is it a sequel? We don't know. We'll have to ask Jared on his opinion after he has finished it.
I finished it. I told you twice.
No, I know, but we'll
Twice!
ask you on camera.
You keep saying that I've not done it, and I have.
So yeah, the follow-up to what was it? 2017 is when Hollow Knight came out.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, I remember you playing it like on the plane to Seattle when we were flying out there. That's how long it took. But yeah, this is from Team Cherry, which is three gentlemen from Australia in Brisbane, I think it is.
No, it's
Adelaide.
Adelaide, yeah.
Adelaide. They're from Adelaide. I don't know. I've never been to Australia, so I don't know what the cities are like. So
it looks really nice. I looked it up.
All their cities look nice. I would like to go to the Gold Coast, but that's just me. So, Jared, you were the one who loved Hollow Knight. You were all about it.
I thought so, but then Jackson was like, I found it out. I discovered it. And I was like, what?
Claims it.
So you have been looking forward to this game for a long time. So that time has finally come.
How long was the gap? 7 years?
8.
Is it 8?
8. Well, yep. 8, 9. I mean, they could have waited another couple of years and made it 10.
I would have gave up.
Wasn't there a story about someone who like made a YouTube channel just to like?
Oh yeah, every day he'd give updates even if there wasn't an update. That's fun.
So Jared, we got a lot to talk about with this game. There's some controversy, of course. There's been some fun things, but very first, how was it to finally get to play this game?
Felt like how I played when I first played Hollow Knight. It just felt like second nature. I just like went into it, started going down halls and stuff like that. But it felt good, except everyone had to get used to the downward thrust because it's like at a slant instead of a full 90 degree. So everyone was like crying. There was like a week of just crying of that. Just like Instagram reels for days about it.
Isn't it a Castlevania thing? Like one of the Castlevanias, you do that, you go diagonal.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it the Richter one?
He does that in Smash, so I'd guess so. Mm-hmm. If they copied that.
But I was like, after like the first 2 sessions, I was like, I need to cool it down. I'm about to beat the game, but I wasn't close. So I was like, oh, Michael's going to get ahead. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it a lot.
I was going to say, you saying I'm ahead. Like I was like I ran we'll put credits in quotes like a week or so ago. I was like, oh, that was so much fun. What a blast. I was like, I'll get back to it eventually, but I kind of want to go back and play Hollow Knight and then jump back and finish Silksong, the areas I missed, whatever. So I started Hollow Knight, and then it was like, I kept seeing online, oh, there's a third act. There's all this extra. Oh, it's all just areas. And like this past week, I was like, all right, well, I'm crawling back into Silksong. I was like, I feel left out now. So I'm missing a lot.
So I did the third act Saturday, but the void completely takes over your save and you can't go back into it. So I got to start the, iron mode or whatever it's called. Because there's void bosses that I saw. So I was like, oh, man, I don't really want to start all the way over, but I will eventually.
All right, Michael. So you played Hollow Knight. You didn't finish it, I don't think.
I got 11 hours in is what my PlayStation said whenever I jumped back into it last week. And let me tell you, because the big thing, like Jerry was saying, was this game, it happens with every game that's more complicated than a direction and go, is everyone freaks out like, oh, it's way too hard. Where are the difficulty modes? And I'm not a fan of difficulty modes in the sense that it's so hard to balance the difficulty modes when you put it in that context. Because then I'm like, well, if I'm not doing the hardest, then why would I do hard and not very hard? Like, I'm just going to leave it on normal. That it's not very challenging. That's a issue with myself, is where I'm like, where it's like set like this. It's set in the sense of like Elden Ring, where it's like, hey, if this is too hard, go off and find more health. Go off and get a new weapon. Go off and get this upgrade. It's a very unintuitive upgrades, or unintuitive get better. Not get better. That's not what I mean. I mean, you can just sit there and fight the boss until you do get better, because it will happen. It just takes longer that way. But it's a less straightforward upgrade system, or improvement system, I should say. But yeah, so going back to Hollow Knight, dear Lord, this game is unbearably easy. The first, I played another probably 10 hours in it before I jumped back into Silksong, and I'm just like, please, something be hard. The boss is like, I died once accidentally because I fell into a pit thingy, and that, like, literally, apart from that, I had not come close to dying at all. I was like, oh my god, getting back to Silksong, I was like, oh, this is so refreshing, so hard. I mean, it's very hard. There's no question about that. And it's interesting because I'm not the Metroidvania guy. Like, that's very much Jared and Alex's bread and butter. Apparently, Jackson, if he's claiming that crown now,
he found it.
He was his idea.
He's the last fourth member of Team Cherry.
But I do have complaints about it, even though I did give it a like 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever you want to call it. This game is an absolute blast. Like, rolling the initial credits, I was like, dude, I want more. It was so much fun, and I didn't notice the 25 hours that I put in that first section, and I'm 37, I think, hours in now, so I put even more to it. But it's such an utter blast, but it is difficult, and I forget where I was going with that, but yeah.
I was like, because we're gonna get to controversies, but like the third or fourth day, people are like, Silksong isn't harder. Hollow Knight is just, you don't remember playing Hollow Knight. I was like, I didn't scream once at Hollow Knight. I didn't get mad once at Hollow Knight. Silksong, I was like, you piece of
Well, literally in the beginning, the first levels of Hollow Knight, enemies don't attack you. They're just existing and doing their thing. Like Silksong, like, they dodge you, they come at you, they're aggroed to you. Whereas in Hollow Knight, only the bosses initially attack you. Nothing else does. Because I was going around like, you guys are just chilling. I'm a murderer. I was like, I'm just going around taking out these poor little bugs in their habitat.
Can no one satisfy my power?
There's like 3 enemies in Silksong that are just existing. Like, there's a little weed things that go around. They don't attack you, but apart from that, everything attacks you. I'm like, yeah, Silksong is way harder than Hollow Knight. So, or in the beginning hours for sure.
Yeah, Silksong does get easier as you go with all the upgrades and like unlockable like things you can equip and stuff like that. So it does get a lot easier. By like after that judge, I was like, okay. But before the judge, I was mad. Man, I was so mad. Like that judge boss is right where I was like, this game sucks. It's hard. And then after that, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. I can double jump.
Give me the what is a judge boss? I don't know what you're talking about.
The guy that's guarding the gate to the Citadel.
Oh, like the guy that was fired and everything.
Yeah,
he was one I played. So we had a friend staying with us for about a week from out of town. And so he kind of got it Silksong. We got it Silksong together, and then I watched him fight it. And then I went and I tried that night before he left. And I was like, God, it's a little tough, but I was also tired and all this stuff. And then the next day I came back and beat it first try. And I was like, where was this last night? It was like I just slept on it and leveled up overnight. And was like, where the heck did this come from? I was getting my butt handed to me by him.
Did his death animation kill you?
No, I had seen it. I had seen it.
Okay, because I killed him. I was like, finally. And then I died. I was like,
because he just explodes. Yeah, I saw Andy from Kind of Funny. He put an Instagram reel, and I was like, I haven't seen that boss. And then he dies on stream. I was like, of course.
Dude, there was a game. I can't remember what it was, but there's a game where it's like that, where I had like no life and I killed the bad guy, but the bad guy like fell on me and I died.
Oh god. Well, that happened also. So the fight before the last fight in the main game before anything, super fun fight. Good lord, so fun. The second time you fight that one character, and I had done the little like jump. I had the tool where when I do my little float, it does a little like area attack, like shoot the blades out, whatever. So that's how I killed the enemy, and then I fell off the stage and died, and it didn't count. I was like, oh my god! But actually,
I think it was Expedition 33 game where the
Oh.
guy like fell on me.
Gosh.
The only boss that I felt like I cheesed was that Sentinel that you put the cog heart into it and it like protects the citadel. It's
I
like
never,
a
I
robot.
haven't done that. I've seen
Oh, you haven't
I
done that?
guessed that was going to happen, but I haven't done it.
Mhm. But yeah, that one I kind of had to cheese. I was just like, oh, because it attacked everything. I was like, dang it.
The only thing I guess you could say I cheesed was so you have going to the end of the game, you have 3 of the songs you're supposed to go get from the commanding statue, whatever the heck they are. And the one to the left that's just a wave boss, where it's just like wave after wave after enemies and enemies.
There's 2 big chunky dudes.
Well, my biggest problem with this is I didn't get the double jump until after I beat the game. I missed it, didn't know where it was. So those, you can't jump over them without the double jump. And I'm like, I know that's in this game, but whatever. So like the second time they come, whenever there's 2 of them, I just had the little tax and chunked literally all of them on the ground for one. And he just went and died. And then I fought the other one. I was like, that's how I'm going to do this, because you guys are impossible together.
That was one part where I was like,
that was a hard fight, but I never felt one. The only one I got pretty annoyed at was the beast fly thing that dives on and goes.
Yeah, in the lava.
That one was doubly annoying, but just the first one, even just all the enemies it would summon, and then sometimes it would kill them, and sometimes I'd be like, your body was in that, you should have died. That was one I got.
Team Cherry put a lot of bosses that had like little little guys with them, and I was like, come on, guys. I don't like this. You just make the boss harder. Because this game loves little flying guys.
Yeah.
And I am terrible at those.
And they evade you too. Like they'll go, whoop, whoop. I'm like, what? No, that's not allowed.
There's those ones in the putrid ducks, and they shoot like poison at you.
Yeah.
Those jerks are the worst. They just back up the whole time, and there's like guys grabbing you from the ceiling, and there's
the dogs biting you.
Yeah.
Very old school NES level design. So you guys talked about the difficulty differences between Hollow Knight and Silksong. Was there any other differences that kind of stand out to you?
You played Hollow Knight recently, Michael. Can you refresh my memory about the healing, like the
heal healing? Is he has like a little juice bubbly looking thing on the left, whereas she has her silk that she gets a full silk thing, and then she'll heal 3 of her little masks, whereas he uses like in the beginning, because you get it bigger, but if I remember, he can heal 3 times if it's full, or if he's a quarter or a third full, he can heal one little circle mask thing, whereas she has to have it full, and then she can heal 3 of her health points.
I just found it like that it was easy to like for enemies to just like deny you healing.
Yeah,
because if you get hit a little bit, like just a little bit, done, and you don't get the healing and you get hurt, and I'm like,
oh, that brings me to a complaint I have about this game. I got used to it, but there's 2 layers to this. The fact that they hurt you by touching, it's a side-scrolling game thing. I don't like it. I don't prefer it. It got me killed so many times because I just dash into someone because I was using the close range fast swipey class.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And so I got in close, but and I get if you want to make that a choice, make it more difficult, fine. But the fact, and everyone's complaining about this, the fact that if you stun them, so you can hit a boss enough where he stuns and he's doing this and he has stars, that you should not be able to get touched. If you go up and hit, like if your skin grazes them, it shouldn't hurt you, but it'll kill you. And that annoys me so much because you're rushing like, oh, they're down, gotta try and swipe, get my health back, and then it hurts you. And that made me very angry every time it happened.
Did you get the ingredients for the little butler bug? And he's like, can you bring my master these ingredients so I can make him a dish? Because he's famished and he needs to eat. Did you do that quest?
I'm trying to remember if I did that one or not. That sounds familiar, but I might not have finished it.
There's one ingredient. It's called like the rasher or whatever. That is like meat. And the guys that give it to you are like, you got to get it there in a certain time because it will go bad.
I hate them.
I got this close and I ran into the wall and that counted as damage. Yep. I was like,
so dumb.
I almost broke my controller. I was like, I was cursing out Team Cherry. I was like, F you guys.
It's like the Spider-Man 2 deliver the pizzas on steroids because it's like, it's awful. So awful.
Where were you playing it on, Jared? Switch?
Xbox.
Yeah,
Game Pass. I played PS5, yeah. Because our friend who was here, he played it on Switch. and he had actually downloaded it, started playing it first, and I realized that the Switch 2, which kind of surprised me, but the Switch 2 couldn't do HDR and 120 frames per second, which was kind of like, I was like, I don't know if I want, because a handheld would be nice to have that mode over every so often. But then when I realized that, I was like, I'll just do PS5, so I can have 4K, or it was 4K and 120 frames. But so I want PS5. And then I was like, I I haven't platinumed a game in ages. I kind of lost interest in it, but I was like, what should we platinum? Dude, all of them are fine until you get to the last two. One isn't that bad. It's like, hey, speed run the game 5 hours. You have to get to credits in 5 hours. That's fast, but it's doable. The second one, 100% the game and beat in 30 hours. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to struggle. You miss one thing and you're a minute late and no, absolutely not. I will not be going for that in the slightest. Ridiculous. You're muted.
Jared, we can't hear you.
I hate the achievements that are like, you can't take any damage until you got to beat the game with no damage.
Yeah, it's like
Mega Man does that a lot, and I like, nope.
Yeah, that happened. I think Shovel Knight, that was one of them, I think. And I was, because I was looking at Shovel Knight that back in the day. I was like, yeah, I'll do this. It'll be fun. Game's great. Absolutely not.
Because it's always like I get hurt on something so stupid.
Or just fall in a little like bloop hole, and you're like, I missed a jump barely because I was eating a Cheeto. I don't know. Not about
The
it.
map on this one's bigger, right, than the Hollow Knight
I
map?
have no idea.
They said I can't remember exactly how much bigger, but it is bigger. Because someone counted it by pixels.
Oh, good Lord.
I don't know why. I mean, you can kind of just see it, but
36 pixels bigger. Was he? So Jared, with the story, have you gotten much into the story in this one?
it's still kind of hard to tell. I'm pretty sure it's a sequel. I'm fairly certain.
Because I saw a YouTube short where the guy was like, "This cannot be a sequel."
Well, the guy I watch, Bossbag, he was saying that it's probably a prequel. But when you play it, she makes a ton of references to what is it, Dirtmouth, the original place, and then kind of the ending. You didn't beat Hollow Knight, right? Do you care about spoilers?
I actually watched a lore video before this of Hollow Knight to try and get caught up, even though I didn't pay attention to the story in this at all.
And it's pretty vague, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
When you beat Hollow Knight, like the full completion story, the void takes over because there's like an infection from the Radiance, and then the Pale King wants control to make it that those two don't get it. The void takes over. It's like a primordial like entity, so it's really cool like when it's told, not the way I'm telling it, but the little vessel you are, the incomplete vessel, he completely gets taken over by void, and he just destroys the Radiance, and so it just takes over the whole land. And it happens again in this one because the first ending, it's kind of the same thing with Hornet. She takes over the place of the monarch there, and she becomes like the Silk Queen or whatever. And then she does it. She like subjugates everyone again. So it didn't really help anything. And then at the end of the true ending, the void comes. Because there's like this tribe of little guys, and he's like, I got a trap we could probably try, but I don't know if you want to do that. And and you're like, yeah, I want to do that. And so he kind of summons the void, and again it takes over and kind of kills the Silk Queen. I forget the name of it. And so that happens again. And then what I saw looking up like at bosses, there's a summoned what is it, like rescuer or something like this. And it looks like the little pure vessel, but like void pure vessel. So it has to be a sequel.
Yeah.
I'll probably get proven wrong by like Lost Bag or someone like that, but I'm pretty sure it's a sequel.
Okay. Should we get into the controversies? Or do you guys want to go more into the game?
All the indie developers?
Yeah, so this game, well, I mean, the controversies really started because how long it took. I mean, everyone was like, oh, every time they'd have a direct or something, they'd be like, Silksong's gonna be there, guys, and it never was.
Because like 2 years ago, they were like, "Oh, it's coming out this year,"
Yeah, and they
and
got pushed
everyone was
again.
like, "Finally!" And then it took like 2 more years, and everyone was like, "Son of, I quit."
So when this one finally got announced, it's like 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks, and it's coming out. And that kind of freaked a lot of people out because some games I forgot to look up which ones, but they had to like change release dates because they didn't want to be on the same week as Silksong. Um, so they were kind of mad at that, and then the price point came out was $20, and that kind of was the biggest controversy because they're like, well, other indie studios can't, compete at $20, and these guys are only like a team of three, and I heard someone say like the reason it took so long to come out was that they just had fun making it and they didn't want to stop making it. But the price point, even like bigger publishers, like for AAA games and sales, like you can't release it at $20 because the move nowadays is to get it to $100. Everyone wants that $100 game. And we're pretty close, right? We're like at 80 for was
Yeah,
it
for
Borderlands 80?
Mario Kart was 80. I don't know what Borderlands was, but
I think Borderlands was pretty expensive, but I've heard a lot of people disappointed with Borderlands. But
I've heard so many mixed reviews on that one.
yeah, but yeah. So, what do you guys have an opinion on the release of Silksong?
It is interesting because the game that came out the same day that one of the developers was like, it's kind of a like not. You could tell he understood it, but he's like, it's also like we can't change because he was a double A game that made the Hell Is Us that came out, and people really enjoyed that one. But it was, it's not Silksong, and so like it just got completely just clobbered in all the news stories of everything. Like they even released their review like 3 days prior when they normally would beforehand, just to try and get ahead of the news. But when Silksong hits, it's just nothing but Silksong. So it's like I can't. It's kind of a double-edged thing. It's like I can't really blame them. I mean, they could probably have released it whenever they wanted earlier or picked a time. I mean, I guess the biggest thing would be the fact that they didn't give the prior, hey, this is coming out at this point. It's like 2 weeks. You can't change stuff in 2 weeks. So that is difficult, but it's also like you can't blame them really. Like it is a business. It is about where people want to put their money. And the fact that they can do it $20, I think speaks volumes of the fact that, hey, they made this, they took their time. They took what they made from Hollow Knight, which blew up, took their time, didn't rush anything out, didn't feel like they had to jump on any hype bandwagon or they did it right and finished it. And like I think one tiny little bug. It was just a weird like flicker thing or whatever. But apart from that, game is utterly polished, and it's like this. It just shows what you can do. And now I'm like, it's like I watched an interview with the creator of Stardew Valley the other day, and he's still teasing updates and everything, but he hasn't charged a single dime for any of them. And they're like, why don't you charge? You could charge so much money for this. Like, I don't care about it. I was like, I make enough just from sales of the game. He's like, I just enjoy making the game. It's like, that's a very, very cool way to do it, but also takes a lot of pressure off of them in the sense of like, they have to meet deadlines or have to please people. Like, it's just very much like, hey, they're going to create the thing they want. And it just sucks that it came out around other things were coming out around it. But it's gonna be the same thing with GTA next year.
Yeah. I think. Oh, go ahead, Jared.
I'm a little biased because it was Hollow Knight, so I was like, but I did get like other indie developers. I'm not going to talk about AAA because they can deal with it. They're AAA company, but like other indie developers, I understand. It's like we're gonna put out our first game probably. If it was like their first game, that kind of sucks. Like one of the biggest indie games of all time is gonna release, but like it's also like, yeah, it's a company of 3 guys just having a lot of fun, and they're like, this is what we think it's worth, and this is how we released. This is how we released Hollow Knight as well. Like it was cheap. It was like $20, and Hollow Knight came out in a busy year. It was like Horizon Zero Dawn, and it was like Zelda. Breath of the Wild. What is that game called? Yeah, Breath of the Wild. So it's like it sucks, but I don't fault Team Cherry at all for it. It's just it kind of sucks. Yeah, you could have gave warning, I guess, but like people are already waiting a long time, and like I don't know. It's just it
It's
sucks
it's
for the
gonna come out,
indies.
and so
Yeah.
I will say,
But like the triple A's that are like, hey guys, you really need to bump up that price. Like, go
Shut up.
shut your mouth.
that's what I was gonna say. Is I was astonished, but I 100%. I didn't expect it to be like 60 or anything, but I expected 40, 100%. I didn't expect anything less than 40, and the fact they did it on at 20 to keep it from back then, like, blew my mind. I was like, that's awesome, awesome that they can do that.
Especially if it's like twice the size of Hollow Knight, and then they're gonna have like DLC because like Hollow Knight had like 5 really good DLCs. So
Just with how polished it is, it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this game is so pretty looking. Good lord,
dude, when I first downloaded it and booted it up, it was so colorful because like Hollow Knight is pretty dark and dreary, except for like the crystal place and like the bee place. But like this one was like, and I was like, wow,
was just jumping out at you. It's so good looking.
And there's little cut scenes. Like I love when you upgrade your needle.
Oh,
and that guy's like,
just gets a little hair on it. It's so funny.
Even the cover art's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think what I saw was they were having some slowdown on PC. I don't remember where I saw that. I think PC was the one that said they had a problem. So it came out and it like crashed the shops because everyone was buying it. So it did really well. Yeah, PlayStation Store was down, Nintendo Shop was down, Steam, and then it reached over 100 concurrent players within 45 minutes after the release. It peaked at 500,000. Yeah, so pretty successful. Yeah, like you guys said, the price point, I mean, that's capitalism. If you can't match it, that's your fault.
that's gonna feel good for them because I know they had like a ton of fun making this game because they were like, we made a ton from Hollow Knight, so we just really get to have fun making this. So it's got to be like, oh,
it's like, it's kind of
they love it.
How I would prefer is like companies hire on so many people so they can push out the stuff, then they have to fire everybody or something weird happens. They don't plan through. It's like, just kept their team. They had plenty of contractors on this, but even still, the credits weren't long at all. It's like the credits are done like that.
Yeah,
so there weren't that many contractors. Just like they just took their time doing it. I'm like, that's fine. There's enough games in history to play games until something to take your time and do stuff like this rather than just shoving out shovelware.
And some people's Steam library is nuts.
It's crazy.
And it's nice that you got like a complete working game. Like what was that recent news with Nintendo where they're like, oh, you have to pay to unlock
like 3
the mega evolutions of Pokemon.
Oh, they're paying for that?
Yeah, you have to pay for the mega evolutions of the starters. You have to have the expansion and you have to pay for them.
I mean, that's just like, Pokemon though.
No. Just wait for the cards.
that company lives off money, man.
Yeah.
God.
They make billions. I don't know why they can't just give me a mega.
It's like I've been watching a lot of Kind of Funny lately with like Silksong coming out, and Andy's been obsessed. He did it was awesome. He did like never-ending streams, however many subs they would get, he keeps streaming, and he was giving away 3 drawings of characters in Silksong. They would do whatever, but then he also was keeping a journal, like a handwritten journal, where he would sketch out each character as he came across and kind of write little notes about him. It's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. It's just like he's turned through the pages, has little characters coming around. It's oh my gosh, it was wonderful.
His own little hunter's journal.
Yeah, it's 100% what it was. But
so you guys already kind of talked about the difficulty, but there was people coming out with mods. It seems like every time there's a hard game, there's some kind of controversy where people are like, this is way too hard. Why can't we enjoy it? It's just like, I don't know. I think some games, if sometimes that's the point of those games is to be hard.
It's like Michael mentioned, take a break and come back to it. Because most of like when I was like, I can't do this, I took a break, came back, did it. It's like, you probably just need a break.
But I will say I do have this game, because I agree with that. Like, it's very much in the sense of this game wants you to struggle. It wants you to try. It's not a hand-holdy kind of experience the experience. No, it's like experience failure and then success and the joy of that success. It's very much Dark Souls, which going on that Dark Souls thing, I have to bring in a few complaints of it because it's very much old Dark Souls. Like they definitely took Hollow Knight and did the Dark Souls thing of like, hey, we're not telling you anything. You're going to explore, you're going to learn everything, and then you're going to figured out as you go. Even the story's the same, like very obtuse and stuff. But like, for heaven's sakes, why can I not fast travel at benches from benches? The fact that there's only 6 fast travel points in this, that's one of my biggest gripes. One of the things that turns me off of Metroidvania so much is all the backtracking of areas that I've been through before. But like, even Dark Souls let you travel between bonfires, which are plentiful. It's like that the bench is a bonfire. Why the heck can I not travel bench to bench? That's one of my biggest complaints about this game, is just like the tediousness of like, I gotta go all the way over there and climb through here just to get back to the little thing.
I never minded it before until Silksong. Like, when I was doing that stupid rush the food to the thing, I was like, let me restart the freaking quest. Don't make me run back. So I just jump off a cliff. I was like, I don't care. I don't need those rosaries.
yeah, that's a good way to do it. Oh, but yeah, that kills me.
So
I did like how you could like put your rosaries in a necklace so you can put them in your pocket and save them for later. Yeah.
So the only like negative reviews it's getting is from China, because I guess the
I did say something about this.
Yeah, the localization for the Chinese version is not very good. So that's where it's getting like all these downvotes for it, because the Chinese are like, hey.
That would suck for them. Like, you're like, oh yeah, like, finally, and then you're like, I can't understand it.
What? I mean,
what is Sherma saying?
Why does he keep smacking the bell?
So they say they're gonna fix it. We'll see how long that takes, but I guess you just hire someone to fix that, right?
I feel like that's just like out of your hands. Like, hey, here you go. But
yeah.
That's great. You were talking about the difficulty earlier because a lot of people, some of the mods, I feel like some of the mods were well put in, like the sense of like some environmental things do 2 damage. But I think it's pretty silly. Like there'd be spikes where if you land on them, you'll get hit once, but then like these worms that are on the ground, if you just miss your jump, you hit them, you lose 2 health. And it's like, that's super unnecessary. Just a little punishing for the sake of punishing rather than like you deserve to have that much pain. But
and I feel like the drill guys would hit you for 2 and then it keeps going and it would hit you again for 2. I was like, stop.
Those drill guys are some of the worst, because they're like flying mixing with ricochet projectiles, and then I'll dodge it and I'll start hitting, and then it comes back around from off screen and hits me in the back, and I'm like, I didn't even know you were there.
My brain cannot handle ricocheting things. It's like, nope.
It's like, where's it going? Yeah, they were so annoying.
Can I shout out Sherma again? But then also the person that you get the maps from. I was singing her stupid little song all the time, like, because you would just hear like, Chicano, and you're like, what the
heck? That's one of those where, so whenever Andy would draw his things in his journal, you have to stand next to the character as he's sketching him. And so when because I was watching the thing at work, I'm like, oh my God, shut this character up. But then you start playing the game and it becomes like your saving grace. You're like, where's my map? I need a map. And you hear, Ushkado. Like, oh, he's over there. Like, yes.
And then the Bell Bees, the thing you travel on, when it does the little stompies because it's excited, it's so cute.
Did you know if you play music, he'll go?
Yeah, it goes.
I was like, oh my goodness, it's adorable. But he just needs to be in more locations than 6.
That's actually a she. So
I give up. I was gonna ask you earlier about Sherma. Did you see Sherma in the hot springs?
Oh, that was
just. Like, what
you want to splash in here with me and sing songs?
I didn't even realize it was him at first. And I was like, what? Where are your bells?
He was just so happy. He's like, sing songs with me.
You need to be on a pilgrimage. What are you doing leasing about?
I was going to ask you, what was your favorite boss to fight? I have a list here.
It's either the second fight with the chick that I mentioned earlier,
or Lace,
or the one in front of, it was like the piano guy with the same kind
Phantom
of dude. So much fun.
That one was so
much fun. It's basically just Smash Brothers. That's all it is. It's just a really good Smash Bros fight, because it's just like Final Destination, everyone going across and just crazy dashing. It's the one thing I love about the game, and going from Hollow Knight to this, or bouncing back and forth, is how fast this one is. It's like, even like you get those claw things later on, you're even faster sprinting than you were before. I'm like, just going so much fun.
I also like all the Weaver fights. So like the Silk Queen and then the first prisoner that you learn what do you learn from him? Oh, the secret rune, the rune attack, where like a bunch of little runes come up and it like, attacks the whole map. That one was fun. And then just one I wasn't expecting is that big kind of robot that's kind of like in the background, but he's like hitting the ground. It's kind of like a Sonic bad guy.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I liked the Silk Queen's the last one, right? In the main. I liked it, but I did beat it on my second try, which I felt like
I beat it on my first try. I was like, this is a little easy.
This was a little easy, yeah.
The Radiance, it's like stuff is coming at you all the time. And this one, it was like twice, and then you dodge, and then it's just like, I guess I'll attack you. So it just does a sweep and you jump. And I was like, it's a little easy. But Lace, I struggled so hard on Lace. I was like, I'm fine with this being kind of easy.
That one was fun, though. Good Lord. But
well, speaking of bosses, so there is this story that one of the bosses, whose name is Seth, he was actually created from a 16-year-old fan named Seth Goldman, who had bone cancer and sadly passed away from that from 2020. So they put him in the game. They put his character that he designed in the game. So kind of a cool story there.
I didn't fight him. I couldn't find him.
I haven't seen him either, but I've seen the story online. Cool character design.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're saying he's hard.
What is that Pablo guy that I keep seeing?
I have
around?
no idea where they're like, that's the third game.
A green cover with a guy he's like big football looking what the heck's Hey Arnold character looking guy.
I didn't want to look it up. I didn't want to look it up before I fight it or beat it. So
I was like, I have no idea what Pablo is, but Pablo's got to be the third. Because I was thinking, oh, maybe Hornet was the person you fought twice in the first one, so maybe Silk will be the next one, but that's not going to happen. So
maybe remember that other Hey Arnold? He was like him, but like the president.
Oh, Iggy.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean his cousin?
Yeah, his cousin.
Got his name.
Hey, I don't remember. Maybe that's him. Maybe his name was Pablo. All right. What else? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Or
what? So where are you right now, Jared? You said you've done the third act, and that just locked you out of it.
Yeah, it locks you out of that save.
Interesting.
So I'm assuming I have to do because when you beat the game the first or the second time, you unlock Iron mode.
Yeah, it's first time.
The first time. So I'm
so.
assuming that you got to do it again in Iron mode to get like those. I keep looking at the page and I keep forgetting what they're called, but they're like the void bosses. So
Did you do? So apparently, whenever you have your save all screwed up like this, I was with Ari when he was starting his third one. Before he started, did you mash A to open it? So
can you do that?
That's what I saw online. Was you're supposed to mash A and it breaks it, and then you can open it. So that might.
I'll try it.
I gotta. Excuse me.
That's what I saw because we were looking it up, and I was like, it says you have to mash A on your save file to open it. I was like, that can't be right. And then he texted me later. He's like, it was right. I was like, what?
I pushed it once and it's like, no. And I was like, okay, I'll start another.
Just accepts it. He's like, oh, I'm fine with that.
I accept that.
That kind of excites me, but it kind of like I have a life again because like this has taken up my life.
That's all we did while he was here. It was just like, all right, because he's doing like a trip while he is building a house or whatever. So he's seeing a bunch of people. And he got to our place. I was like, oh, we'll probably have to, he'll want to do things. Well, he got here. He's like, if you guys just want to do a normal week, I've just been like in like event mode because I'm seeing everyone and it's just their week. And they're like, oh, let's do stuff. And I was like, dude, let's just play Silksong and do nothing else. He's like, I'm in. That's literally all we did was just play Silksong. It was fun. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else is I'm at. So I had missed two of the top right areas. The one with all the slimes where I'm at right now, like the goopy gross land where you get the vomiting fish flying things.
The bile.
Yeah, that's where I'm right now. And then I missed the area above it. So I'm doing those two, and then I should be able to finish and get to the third
Did you,
act.
did you find all the fleas? Oh, did you find the fleas?
I have a lot of them. I don't know exactly how many. I have them to the second location, but I don't have them to the third yet.
I'll try not to spoil this, but it was such a pain in the butt. Like I was like, where the heck are these? But they're cute because they go, oh, when you rescue them. They're cute little guys, but I was like, man, where are these guys? Eventually, there's a way that it's easier. And I was like, thank God, because I would have probably been searching for years.
Give you a little edge up on it, kind of like the little tokens they put around stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like because in Hollow Knight, there would be like a little bench you can see on the map.
Yeah.
But this one is all pins. You have to buy pins so you can mark your map. And I was just like, I didn't mark my map because I hated it. I was like, I'll just remember where everything is. And so eventually I was like, that's probably right there.
I feel like they slowly give out those pins because I finally got the pins that show the little elevators in like the upper area. So I can finally see those now, and I can see the benches and stuff. But yeah, some of them I'm like, okay, I'll just put gold for there's a shop there. I'll put this for there. But and then did you go down to the door you have to open with the harp at the very very beginning? Where there's that like futuristic spaceship, then you do the cool,
where you meet somebody.
Yeah, you do that light elevator, and you're like,
yeah,
so
you're
cool.
like,
I've only because you get little upgrades, but I've only done one upgrade down there, so I'm curious because she was you got more than one. I was curious because she's like, yeah, go get more powerful and then come back. I'm like, what do I got to do? So.
What do I gotta do?
I'm like, this isn't the one I use. I need the one I use.
Oh, that's a good talking point. Which fighting style did you use the most?
Definitely the quick up close one. Just because
the quick one.
Yeah, I liked it was rough because I got that one first, and so I got super freaking used to it. I think it's also very, very useful. But the slow one that gives you more range is also super nice, but I couldn't get the timing down on it. And then I played around with the drill one a little bit, but I haven't used it very much.
People love the people are saying that's the best one. The drill one. I was like, it's kind of fun, but I don't think I could beat bosses with it.
Yeah, I think it's just the multi-hit that does so much with it. It's like
I started with that fast one because I really liked it, and then you could just swipe down instead of doing the diagonal. And then I got really into the Reaper one, which is a little like heavier and it's like widespread. But then there's one called Witch that's pretty fun. And it's kind of like your needle is kind of like on a little string. And so it gets a little
nice
whippy motion. And then the one you get from that one where you go, that person you were just talking about where you upgrade, that one's really good.
Nice. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. So I don't know how many there are total, but those are fun.
I actually like that a lot. The different like fighting style kind of
it's keeps it fresh, enjoyable. It's kind of like that whole Jedi Survivor thing where it's like, what did you do? What did you use? And then having the whole like the trinket system I liked in this one a lot of like I still don't have the freaking range extender one. I saw Ari had it and made me really mad because I really want it because I do still have to get really close. But I have the I used the compass. Unfortunately, that's another thing. It's like
you have to have that.
Get the compass out of the game. The compass doesn't need to exist. Put me on the map. I don't need to have a compass to be on the map. It's ridiculous. You're just making things.
I already have to travel miles.
Yeah,
why can't I just see where I am?
Back. Let me not have the slot. But I used that. I feel like everyone used the skull extra hit at the end because it was so darn useful. Either I just got the the floating red guy ricochet things as a tossable thing. So I got that to reach last night before. And then what else I use? I use the dice cubes that kind of negate randomly a hit.
You have that?
Yeah.
I could not find.
You just that guy you play dice with. Did you run into him? You just keep playing dice. He's just sitting there, and you can win because I wanted to get the map in an area, but I didn't have any rosaries, so you can bet rosaries on dice. And I was like, well, I'm only winning 4 at a time, but I only need 60, so it won't take that long. And he goes like, you know what? You're too good. Have the dice. And he just leaves you. And I'm like, I need the rosaries, not the dice, you fool. But they're useful.
There was one time where I didn't have rosaries to unlock the bench in the fast travel. And I screamed.
I screamed.
The final little badges that I used were the one where you can superheat your needle.
I've seen
so you
that,
have like
but
a fire one.
I don't have it. That looks cool though.
That one's fun. And then the little the little bombs. That oh no, I switched those out for the tossing rings that you get from the Mushkado person, and then on the blue side, I use the one where when you heal or when you bind, it like a little area gets like hits enemies, so it doesn't hurt you as bad. That one helped a lot, and then like the reserve spool bind, so you have an extra heal, and then I don't remember the other ones, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think mostly. I'm trying to remember. There was one more that I found very useful, but I can't think of what it was right now. I don't know.
There was because you got the little spinning guy. I got a little flame dude that attacks enemies, but it uses silk. So like it's going out and attacking, and I can't heal. I didn't know it took silk. I died like 20 times.
Well, that's like did you use the special abilities very much?
No, not really.
That's like me the same. I'm like, they have like, you can press R1. You can either there's somewhere they have like the lunging spear or the area attack. And I'm just like, I just never use it because I'm like, I'd rather just save the heal. They need to have a different meter for that.
I did like the little grappling hook thing. That was super fun.
Whenever I got that, that's whenever I was like, because I still didn't have the double jump. I'm like, is there a double jump? I'm like, I feel like there has to be, but I was like, maybe this is it, because you start grappling on and grabbing the little rings and hanging. But the movement in this game is so good. So good.
It is really good. You can run.
It's wonderful.
My last talking point is, so in the Hollow Knight game, there's this thing called the Path of Pain, where it's just like a Meat Boy obstacle course. Mm-hmm. I feel like this one wasn't that good. But it's this like cold place where you have to stay in these little heaters. It was annoying, but it wasn't as hard as the Path of Pain.
I don't think I ever did the Path of Pain, but yeah, that because that is where you get the double jump, is at the very top of that. And I was just like, I was so annoyed because I'm not the 2D platforming guy. That, and then there was one more 2D platforming. Oh, the stupid. Because without the double jump, you have to keep that in mind. I don't have double jump. So the last little song you have to get at the very top of the freaking map is just platforming over saws with enemies everywhere. And I can't double jump. Like, I watched Ari do it and I was like, oh, he had the double jump. And I was like, that looks so much easier. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, you can't make it over. Make it over the blade, please, your gosh. And there's no benches the entire way up. So you have to make it in one try. And I'm like, oh, it was killing me so bad. I was so mad. And then the stupid wall jump or something, and then you slide off and just sit there and float to your death.
There are some times where she's just like, I don't want to grab the edge. And I'm like, you. Or you equip this one badge and you just stick to the wall and you don't slide. So sometimes I'm just like, go down. But she's just like sticking there and I'm like, go down.
Oh man, yeah, it's a freaking blast though. This game is so good. Yeah. Like, especially
I can't wait to unlock that thing and keep going.
No, I know. It's like, especially for like me who isn't into Metroidvanias, like for this to grab me as hard, I was like, oh my gosh, so good. It's just like endlessly it's like challenging enough. Like, there were annoying parts, like I said, but it's like it just makes you want to see more, accomplish more, and push past it and see what I get. It also has a very satisfying upgrade system, which I think is really lacking in a lot of games lately.
Yeah,
like that kind of so I finished Expedition 33 the day after this came out because I was like, I need to finish this before I move on. And I love Expedition. Amazing story, amazing world. But I realized I was like, there was something that wasn't pushing me forward, and it was the lack of upgrading, because it's like they have their skill trees where it's just a bunch of, hey, you can get this ability if you just, work your way through the tree to it. And I'm like, I love RPGs where it's like, hey, you have Fireball. Use Fireball enough to where you get Fire Cascade or something, or whatever. It just builds upon that skill. So I always like all the flame ones. So that's what I love about this. It's like, hey, you get your crest and you build out your crest. You add your memory lock as your crest, so you can have more abilities as you're going around. It's just has a very satisfying build as you're going to it, where you're building your character how you want. And like, it's not just, oh, I'm just putting 2 points in strength.
Points every time.
It does so much for gameplay, man.
I felt that in Tears of the Kingdom. I felt like, because in old Zeldas, you like hook shot. I can do hook shot things, and like it was well spaced out on that. And then like Tears of the Kingdom, it didn't feel like that at all.
And it's just like, you got glue everything.
Crucify that.
Here's your paste,
dude. Those videos, man, I love those videos. It's just a bunch of random crap in Zelda. But did you try any of it, Joseph?
I have not yet.
Oh.
I didn't play much of Hollow Knight either. I just kind of ran around when
Yeah.
I played Hollow Knight. But it makes me think, will I ever get another Shovel Knight, which is probably not.
What is going on with them?
I keep hearing the rumor they're making a 3D Shovel Knight, like going like a 3D Mario World type situation. I'm like, that would be interesting. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I'm ready for that. Their next game for sure. What is their company called?
Yacht Club.
Yacht Club. There you go.
Yeah.
That would be.
And then a fall to Inside would be great.
No, I saw Hideo Kojima put a post about how much he loved Inside recently, and I was like, where the heck are they, man?
Yeah, I know.
It's just like that was ages ago.
I know.
Oh, man.
Team Cherry there was this post that they're like, Silksong Magic the Gathering cards, secret layer cards are coming out in 2030.
Oh,
I was like, why tell me? Why tell me?
No reason. God. But
all right. They're gonna put a cap on Silksong
till further notice.
Yeah, until DLC or something comes out.
We make Joseph play it. Tie him to a chair, glue his fingers to the controller.
Speed run. I got platinum, guys. So.
God.
It just like demolishes the games. We're like, no, because I still haven't done the last Pantheon in Hollow Knight.
Oh, really?
That's what Alex is so annoying. We have to rant about Alex for a second because
him starting over.
He didn't start over. He quote unquote started Silksong. He ran in the beginning area and was like, turned it off because he won't play Silksong until he platinums Hollow Knight, and he has to finish the pantheon of all the bosses. So he has to beat 40 something bosses in a row without dying. So that's all he's been doing. And I'm like, you're missing out on the experience of playing it together. We're all in couches out here. You could be playing it with us, experiencing all these cool things. Laughing. Oh, what'd you get? Oh, what are you using? Oh, but no, it's gonna be Overwatch all over again. It's gonna be 7 years later. He's like, guys, Silksong is so good. I'm like, duh, it's over. We're not playing it anymore.
It's over. Like, Pablo came out.
Dude, I was so mad, man. I was so mad. I'm like, just play the game.
Get to Pablo, Alex.
That'd be so stupid if a game was just called Pablo.
That'd be great. Pablo the Bug. But yeah, he's driving me crazy.
So you have to platinum that. You have to beat the Pantheon without getting hit.
Without dying, because you have to beat.
Oh, dying, yeah.
That thing. The last challenge is beat every single boss in a row without.
Yeah,
like just that's it. Just beat every boss in a row. No saves, no nothing.
I remember we were doing it at the same time, and I got to the last one. I think he got to the last one. I'm pretty sure. And I was just like, I can't do this. I'm getting too mad. I'm yelling. I don't have a voice. I can't do this. Alex.
I remember Jared screaming during that. So.
Yeah, so that's his thing. So if he ever gets a Silksong, we'll see.
I'll get the magic cards by the time he gets the Silksong.
That'll be it.
You get the package and then you get a notification from Alex saying he finished.
I'll sleeve the cards while he plays the game. Just be like, oh, that's not him.
I hate him.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this time. Throw us some likes, subscribe to the channel, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye.